Hi, welcome to Civil Discourse Now. I'm Mark Small.
And I'm Paul Ogden.
We are coming to you from the Indianapolis Museum of Art on July 26th, 2012. This is Mick Jagger's 69th birthday.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah, we are here for the Indianapolis International Film Festival. Our guest today, our first guest today, is Ross Simpson. Ross, welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
You're from Indianapolis originally?
I am.
And you went to IUPUI?
Went to IUPUI, and then I went to Vancouver Film School after that.
And you have a film in the festival here, The Dark One.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch the
basic idea is it's a short. One way to try and get a feature financed is to do a short or trailer kind of based on your script. So this is a short based on a feature-length script that I wrote, and the basic idea is this. Kid thinks his dad is the Dark One, so he goes around, and he never knew his dad, but he thinks he's the son of the Dark One. He goes around doing bad stuff, basically, to earn some evil karma points, so he thinks his dad might take notice. It's the basic idea.
This is part of a larger effort you're working on?
It is, yeah. Right now it's a short, and that's one way to look for financing, so I'm going to give it a shot. It's a little tough to get out there and find the money to make a feature.
So this is sort of like a trailer?
Yeah, it's a trailer, short, teaser, trailer, short trailer. It's kind of what it is.
Is there kind of a comedic twist to it?
There is. I hope so.
I guess it says Kyle spreads his own unique brand of evil everywhere he goes, usually involving farts.
That is correct.
So that's...
his evil is a bit ineffectual.
In terms of the process of filming, it's not actually film, right?
This was, yeah, it was...
This was?
That was digital. Pretty much everything, yeah. Most stuff is done digitally now. Film is pretty expensive, but it was shot in HD, and that's all digital stuff.
Did you shoot that here?
I did, yeah. Shot it here. It took me a while because I got some friends to work on it with me and some local crew people. I also have a production company here in town where I make commercials, and I got a lot of local crew here. I paid them about $5 and a sandwich to come hang out with me and work.
It's about what we work for. We're attorneys.
Cool.
Where's the $5?
Yeah, I know where to go when I get in trouble.
Yes.
It took me a while to get it done, paying local crew, and then the editing, and there's a small animated portion in it as well.
Where was it shot in Indianapolis?
A couple different places. It was in the Melody Inn. It was there.
Seems to be a popular place.
Yeah,
we had another.
Oh yeah, something else was shot there. They're very cool, very very nice people there. The Melody, in Broad Ripple, right outside downtown.
Which is where Mark lives.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was right down there, right across from Nordstrom. There's a weird little alley there, and I can't remember the name of the street. It cuts through from Meridian to Pennsylvania.
I think Nordstrom's in Broad Ripple.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm sorry, downtown.
Oh, okay, downtown.
Downtown,
okay.
Yeah.
But there, and shot in a studio. There's a lot of green screen stuff done where we just went in a studio and shot stuff in front of green.
Oh, we like green screen, don't we? We want to get that for our set.
We'd like to have a green.
It's cool.
Yeah,
you can be sitting anywhere and it's like you're climbing a mountain.
So is this the first project you've worked on?
This is the... no, I've done a couple other things. This would be the first, I'd say, shot at a narrative thing, I suppose. I've done commercials, and I would do sound on movies as well. So I've worked on a lot of movies, but it'd be the first, I guess, narrative type thing that I've shot myself.
Is this the first festival that this has been in?
No, this is the third one. I've actually been pretty lucky. It's doing reasonably well so far. It was in one called World Fest Houston, and it won a directing award there. I guess they have pretty low standards. And then it went to the LA Comedy Fest, where it was nominated for something. It didn't win, but it got nominated. So this was the third one that it's been in, and we'll see what happens with that.
Do they fly you there on that?
On smaller ones, they don't. They just don't have the cash usually. I think for the larger ones like Tribeca and Sundance, some of those I think will fly people in.
Did they fly in for this one?
I did not have to fly. I just drove. It took me about 15 minutes.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it was nice.
What was the inspiration for this project?
It was just I wanted to write a script. I've written a couple others before, and one thing in working on other movies. And honestly, everybody and their mom has a script that they've written, and they're trying to push around. And the way to I guess I'd maybe get a project done, get it off the ground, hopefully turning this into a full-length movie, was just write the script, do a short, say this is what it'll look like, and then hopefully get some more accolades in film festivals. And then my next step, if it does well, there are 50 different ways to try and get financing for something like that. But I think probably the most effective for me, at least what I'm going to give a shot, is then send it to some actors afterwards. And then if you get some actors that have half of a name, then people are more willing to finance your project because actors will sell tickets.
You mean there are a lot of people out there who've written scripts?
Man, yes.
So like, never mind. I won't mention what I have in the desk drawer.
One thing that fascinated me for talking to some of the other directors and producers, the way they go about getting funding. I didn't realize there were online sources. People put their film up or a piece of their film, and people can come get online and contribute to the project.
There are, I believe the biggest one that I've heard of is Kickstarter. I haven't researched that much myself, but I know a lot of people have done that, and I think pretty successfwe.
There's an
Indiegogo.
Oh yeah? I'm not familiar with that one. Maybe I should talk to you guys after this.
Yeah, well, we only know that was the extent of our knowledge.
Yeah, there. That was about it. I knew one independent business person when I went to DePauw. I think he's the last person to do this. Financed his education through pharmaceutical sales, but it wasn't something where he had to go door to door during the day.
Was it legal pharmaceutical sales?
No, I'm pretty sure it was not.
No, that wasn't just. But it's 5 minutes. How many films are in that kind of a category when people are shooting basically long trailers?
That's a good point. Mine's a little too long to be considered a trailer, and it's more of a teaser.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Oh no, that's all right. I think generally a trailer would be like 2 minutes, something like that. And mine, one thing that I've found with other production stuff, trying to get this in front of people that could actually make something happen, they all have a very short attention span. So I think the quicker you get to the point, the better, and the more effectively and quicker you can do it, the better. At least what I've seen and what I'm trying to do with this thing ultimately. So I figured I'd keep it kind of short and sweet. Plus, it's about all I could afford. So,
is this your first round? First time you've been to a film festival? I'm talking about this with this particular film. Have you been with
this one? He's been to two others.
Two others with this film.
Yeah, with this film.
I was asking, have you taken other films to film festivals?
I have not. No, this is the first one I've taken around to film festivals. But one thing I have, my cinematographer on this, he's really good. He's actually starting to blow up. He's about my age, but he's really starting to take off. He was going to come to this, but he just got hired on another movie. He's done all the big festivals with all of his stuff. He's actually worked on Tree of Life. It came out 2 years ago, I think. Terrence Malick. It was nominated for an Oscar in cinematography. He was the second unit cinematographer. He's not the main guy, but go out and do the other stuff. But that I like to tell people that he came and shot my silly fart joke thing. Oscar-winning fart jokes is what I'm trying to sell.
Well, that should. I mean, why not?
Doesn't hurt.
So what has the reaction of the audience been to that? I find that men like fart jokes better than women. I don't know why.
Generally, there's not a whole lot of middle ground I've found. People either think the whole thing's really funny or they don't think it's that funny at all. But so far, it's I guess they say it's played well. And each screening that I've been in has played pretty well. It's been well received.
But flatulence is an important part of our society.
It is. Somebody has to tell the story.
It gives a certain atmosphere to any kind of story that one would tell. In terms of casting, how'd you go about getting cast people?
I went around with my main people, my leads. I know a couple casting agencies locally and in Chicago, just through the commercials and stuff that I've done. So you just send it to those guys. That stuff you have to pay a little bit extra cash. Well, you have to pay for that service. But if you tell them what you're trying to do, say it's low budget, but I'm looking for somebody good that's willing to work for maybe a little less cash, they'll generally work with you.
What kind of software do you use for your editing?
You know what? I edited at an editing editorial place here in town called Schofield Editorial, and they, again, I got pretty lucky. I know them. I'll bring them projects that actually pay money every once in a while, so they were kind enough to take a little less to work on this. But the software that they use, they edit on Avid systems, and they also edit on Final Cut and Final Cut Pro, but primarily Avid systems.
So your day job, if you want to call it that, is doing commercials?
Yeah, I kind of split up my time between doing commercials here locally, and I'm still following movies around doing sound on those.
What type of commercials do you do?
I just shot one yesterday, actually. It was for Citizens Gas, and the Colts are teaming up together in energy conservation type thing. Conserving water and conserving gas is the
There's got to be a
basic
joke
idea.
there.
I'm sure there are like 50. As soon as I said that, I was like, all right, man, here it comes.
All right, Mark would respond first to that.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I would never raise anything like that. How many cameras do you need to shoot? Do you just use one, or do you?
I usually try and stick with one. Usually when you bring out more cameras, at least in my experience, is on bigger stuff. Like if I work on a movie that has a big stunt sequence, they'll come out, bring 5-6 cameras if you're going to blow something up. So you only blow it up once, but you have 5 or 6 different shots to choose from.
That's kind of cool.
Later. Yeah, it is cool.
Blow stuff.
So
up.
Blowing stuff up is
so
fun.
you have to get stuntmen for that, or stunt women?
Yeah, both.
So people aren't doing their own. The actors aren't doing their own stunts.
Some will do. They'll do smaller ones, but the bigger name actors, they can't because insurance. Like if they get hurt shooting a stunt, then that just shuts down the whole.
James Garner. Didn't he do his own stunts?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He paid a price for it too.
Yeah, and Robert Conrad, who did Wild Wild West, is in the Stuntman's Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
He was injured in one of the episodes of the Wild Wild West, I think 3rd season, and couldn't do any more stunts. And you can tell in the show where he got injured, because he was like swinging from he was supposed to swing from a chandelier in a bar fight and missed.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of and when he hit, you could kind of tell it wasn't the way he was supposed to hit.
He used to do the battery on his shoulder, like "I dare you to knock it off." You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
He had
I think in real life he's like 5'8" or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He's even shorter now because he's older, and we all get shorter.
Yeah, we all get
Gravity pulls us down.
So.
What's your next project, or is this part of
I'll keep pushing this thing around. This is the 3rd festival that it's been in, and then I'll find out. They have different notified dates for different festivals. So I think I find out about 2 in August and like 4 in September. So hopefully it'll get in more, and then I'm going to start sending around to actors and hopefully get somebody interested in it.
Cool.
See what happens.
Ross, thanks very much for being on our
no
show.
problem. Thanks for calling me up.
Yeah. Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck in the festival.
Thank you very much.
Future festivals.
You too.
And if I sent you a script, would you think about like maybe?
Totally.
Cool.
I will hand it off to my assistant.
Okay. Thanks very much.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll be back in just a little bit.
Thanks.